Hey, good morning. It's Sarah from Close to the Earth IT Services, and today I'm going to talk about accepting online payments. So it's pretty cool. There are a lot of resources you probably would have heard of, such as PayPal. And here I'm just making sure that everything's dialed in on the live broadcast because there's no producer. The producer is yours truly. Um, so yeah, everybody's got a PayPal, everybody's got a Venmo, everybody has Apple Pay. Maybe you've set that up, maybe you haven't. Let me just move this camera up because I'm literally seeing my head getting cut off. All right. Hey, thank you to everyone who's watching. I'm trying to give you some quality information to improve your life because it's that powerful. I mean, we can just really utilize these really cool methods of accepting payments, having streams of income that weren't possible before, and I think that's pretty dope. So let's make sure that we have that all set up for you so that you can use it. So, did you know that Venmo is not a secure way, not at all, to accept a payment from someone that you don't know? So if let's say you want to get a new phone, for example, you're trading the old phone out, you use an app like Let Go or Craigslist or whatever, Facebook, to sell that particular item, using Venmo is not a good decision in that case. And in fact, you can get ripped off. So do not use Venmo when it comes to selling things to people that you don't know. If it's a friend, if it's a relative, you're paying someone back for coffee or dinner or whatever, or drinks, use Venmo, but not with people you do not know. Venmo is actually owned by PayPal, so it's got the PayPal engine, and you can use it for sending and receiving funds, but it doesn't have a buyer or a seller protection capability. So if you sell, let's say, a phone to someone you don't know, they can get tricky and charge it back. And you will get ripped off. And this has actually happened to people. So let's not do that. Payments that I think are pretty reputable are Square. You can send invoices with Square. You can accept payments. And you can, let's see, can you integrate it with can you use it as a shopping cart on a website? I'm not sure about that, but if you can use it as a cash register. So I'm getting a little distracted because I've got like all these, I want to be able to answer questions. So I've got these pop-up chats and I can see myself. It's very distracting. So here, I'm just going to put my chat windows here, make them small as possible so that I can answer questions if people have them on Twitch or YouTube. I've got my pop-out chat happening so I can answer your questions. So let's talk about getting paid. One of the let me turn this around here. Let me just minimize this guy. And again, I'm winging it here. I give my time. This is my time that I haven't started working yet. And I want to make sure I give you quality information that you can use. So let's go to screen capture here. I'm just going to walk you through a couple of these websites. Here's my Google Analytics. Okay, and I got some cool tools for you too. Let's talk about those also. Let me go to a new window. And we're just going to go through some options. So we got Square Up. I really like this one because you can send invoices and you can accept payments. So here you can see this little Apple Pay and chip reading thing that they've got here. So your business can accept Apple Pay. Even if you're having like a garage sale, you can use Square. And what they give you for free is one of these. It's a swiper, but these aren't really as secure. This is not a very secure option of taking payments. It's okay. It'll read a mag stripe, but those mag stripes can be fake. So you want to make sure that you don't get burned from that. So if you have like a regular store location, I'm sure you've already thought about all this stuff, but I would go for the contactless and chip reader if you've got a physical location or you're a vendor or in a place where you're not going to know your customers well. I don't think people are going to try to use a fake credit card at something like a garage sale or whatever, Girl Scouts. But it's not the most secure way of doing things. So just have that in mind. And there's like a low fee here for taking credit cards. And you can actually manually enter in credit card data. So that's pretty helpful too. And then you can send invoices. This is a really easy way to send out invoices and recurring payments. I use this for my subscription plan, and it's really, really good. And you can integrate it with, if you use QuickBooks, you can, or Mint or whatever, you can integrate it with your system. So it's pretty cool. So that's that. They've got a bunch of helpful information. Their support is really good. And then how do you set up a PayPal account to actually accept payments? Well, what you'll do is you'll upgrade. I believe you can upgrade to a business account even if you're a sole proprietor or even if you're using your name as your own business. I did that before I had like a full-on business. So you can use that with invoicing too, which is helpful. Borrow for your business, I would not do that. Credit card processing, and that's super helpful. So you don't need a whole lot of verification you need to verify your identity, but you don't need a ton of verification details to accept PayPal. As long as it's set up in your country, you're good to go. People have, let's say you have PayPal integrated into your website and you get a bunch of payments at once. They will flag your account and they can freeze the funds. They also just changed some of their policies and increased some rates. They also added some security features that might make it better for them and not as great for you. So bear that in mind with PayPal, that you've got to use it and look into it and make sure that it's right for you, because PayPal is not the only game in town. Do not use Venmo under any circumstances to accept a business payment from someone you don't know. You can easily get burned. So here we have Skrill, and I have I have somebody that I work with. Hey, Faiza, I know you're there. I would love to have you on the show sometime. I am working with a freelancer who has a business outside of our country, and I can pay her with Skrill. So I set this up, and Faiza, if you're watching, I've got this all set up for us for next month, where you can open a free account, and then you can send and receive funds, and you can send it to different countries, and they've got really good rates for sending it to different countries, and it's very secure. So email address and password is all you need. They do verify you, so I'm not going to show you, because I would have to show you my bank account, which, it's nothing that impressive, but for security reasons, I'm not going to do that. But what they do is they deposit small amounts in your bank account. So you have to have online banking and be able to verify the amounts that they deposited to actually use this. And that trips people up with PayPal too. Like, what are the next steps? How do I know that I'm really going to be able to accept payments? Well, they spoon feed you the information by sending you emails like little breadcrumbs. Hey, we accepted your payment. The next step is, or accepted your application. Next step is to verify deposits. And they put, both of PayPal and Skrill put small payments into your account to verify that it's really yours. And you go back on the link that they provide and enter in like, hey, 38 cents on February 14th, and I got 18 cents on February 15th, for example. And then you'll just enter those dates in. It usually takes a few days to verify, but all you have to do is keep an eye on your online banking and see those deposits and enter them when they're done. And they'll tell you how many, how many deposits they made. It's usually 2, just to verify that it's actually you on 2 different days. So that's pretty easy. And then we have Stripe. So if you have a Squarespace account, I think it's stripe.com. Yeah, payment processing. So this is a platform for accepting payments, and it's like a shopping cart. So you can actually use this on your website. And you can see Wish and the Kickstarter apps use that. And then you can accept payments. If you want to code it into your site, you can. You're probably not coding it into your site if you're watching my YouTube channel. I know that. So let's see here. Here's a subscription service. And we're going to take a look at that, because that appeals to me as someone who has subscriptions. Autopilot for billing. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Right? So if you've got some kind of a recurring system, I mean, let's say you had a cleaning service. You could do recurring billing for your clients with your cleaning service. Or let's say someone contacted me yesterday who's an intuitive reader. She could actually have like a monthly program where, hey, you want to get a monthly checkup on your life and get a crystal reading every month just to make sure you're on track. Intuitive coaching, that's a thing. People make a job out of that, a living doing that. So you could actually do recurring payments for something that you do for service. You could do let's say you have a soap of the month club. You can, if you're a crafter or whatever, you could make something every month. Like, hey, here's a gift box full of gifts that you can give away. I mean, who doesn't? Wouldn't that be a great idea? You've always got an occasion to give someone a gift. Wouldn't that be awesome to have something every month where it's like, hey, here's the perfect gift every month. It's just pretty much cool gifts that you can give away, and you can get a subscription to it every month. There's always an occasion, right? So they can do online billing for you. Squarespace has this built right in, so I don't really need to worry about this, but I did need to get an account for this so that I could accept payments. And what that meant was logging on, setting up an account, obviously, logging on, and then entering in my banking details. And I honestly think it's better to use a federal credit union. Every state has them. There are different criteria for joining them, but I think a federal credit union is much better than a bank. Usually their fees are better. Their monthly fees are more, they're usually non-profit, so they're not so upchargy with the fees. And I think it's better to use a federal credit union, but that's not online payments. That's just banking stuff. So let's get back to this. So here are a few different options. We've got Square, we've got PayPal, we've got Skrill, and Stripe. So am I forgetting anything? Anyone want to leave a comment? Am I leaving out any kind of financial processing? Let me know. Let me know. Let's see. Shopping cart for WordPress. A lot of people have WordPress websites. WordPress powers, gosh, 2/3 of the web, I think. WooCommerce. Shopping cart plugins. Let's see here. PayPal shopping cart. Let's see if there are any. Google payments. Let's see if Google payments. Let's see here. Google Payments support. We have Google Payments. Somehow I thought that Google Payments wasn't a thing anymore. Oh, no. I guess I'm logged in. So I guess you can actually... You can use Google Payments. Google Pay on an Apple website. Okay, that's pretty cool. Everybody's got Google. GPay. Alright, and it works for Android too. So you can use Google Payments to receive payments. So let's see, access your invoices and payment related documents. Okay, I think this is worth looking into. I don't want to show my personal information. I'm sure you can't blame me for wanting to be secure. I want to share the information, but I don't want to overshare. So let me check it out because, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Whew. You know it's live. All right. So let's see Google Payments. I'm just going to take a look here. Oh, wow. I have a 100 gigabyte Google Drive? I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. Really? That's cool. I'm going to use it more. Let's check it out. Payment methods. Let's see, subscriptions and services. I mean, I'm just kind of looking around. You know how it goes. I have a question and then I look at it. Let's see. Let's go to accept payments. Okay, accept payments with Google Wallet. Accept payments with Google Wallet, dude. Receive money for commercial payments, Google Pay. Wallet, Google Pay. Send and receive money with Gmail. Okay. This is pretty interesting. You can send and receive money with Gmail. All right, so let's try this. Dang, okay, let's go through this together. Let me just set it up so my kind of like stuff isn't out there. Okay, you can't use it with MacMail. Okay, all right, I'm setting it up here. All right. I'm just gonna set up two things here, and then we're gonna take a look because this could be interesting. Let's go to compose. Okay. Let me just change my view so we can have a little privacy here. Snoozed. All right, there. All right, I feel comfortable with that. Okay, this is crazy. Let's take a look at this together. So I can send an email, info at close to the earth dot. Okay, I can send an email, cash. Check it out. I can just go out, send and receive, request. And then it's processed by Google. That's not hard. So how many ways do we have to pay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 ways to pay with these payment systems. PayPal. Don't use Venmo at all. Don't use that for people that you don't know. You got recurring payments that you can be doing in 2 ways. You can do recurring payments with Square and with Stripe. So you can do recurring payments. Also, PayPal and Square. You can do invoices, sending, receiving funds, and Google Payments, wallet.google.com. That is said to be a very secure payment method, and it's very merchant or seller friendly, so that you won't get ripped off. So take a chance. Think about how you can monetize some of the simple things that you do. I mean, of course, if you're a good friend, you're going to help your friends out once in a while with something, a talent that you have, let's say. But can you parlay that talent that you know that you're good at into something that can bring you some extra income? Maybe think about that. So the first step is going to be accepting payments and getting familiar with how to do it. And it will take a little reading, but all of them have super clear instructions. And big companies like this have a lot of rules and will have a lot of legal obligations that they're doing things fairly and securely. So you can trust those bigger merchant payment systems. And I know it's confusing and overwhelming. A lot of people want help. There's a lot of online help. What I see as someone who gives support and has for years is that people get kind of fearful when it comes to reading something and then reading the directions, thinking that they're going to do it wrong. The directions are the directions. There's no wrong way to do it as long as you follow the directions. Anxiety can come up that you didn't do it correctly. There are all kinds of things that might make you think, did I do it wrong? What happens if I get into a jam? All of these companies have phone numbers to call, support by email, all kinds of customer service, so that you will not get into a jam. The first step is usually our own inner chatter of like, you can't do it. No, everybody else can, but you can. You're dumb. Oh no, 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 no. And just turn that noise off. Turn it off. What's your first step that you can take toward doing some of this stuff? If you want to have a website or you have a blog or whatever, what baby steps can you take to accept payments? A lot of people have Instagram. Did you know that you can sell on Instagram? People can call you and you can accept payments, or you can go with something like Planoly. I showed you Planoly yesterday. So let's go back around and let me capture my screen. I'm going to walk through this Planoly payment thing again. Let's go through this because we looked at this yesterday. Check this out. All right. Hang on a sec. Planoly, okay. Shoppable. Dude, I'm trying to show these people the Planoly. Hang on, I gotta go turn the camera around again. All right, if I had somebody else doing this for me, it'd probably be easier, but just roll with me because I've got good information and I am going to share it with you right now. So let's go to Shoppable. Oh man, this is interesting. Okay, turning you around. Check it out. Let's watch this together. I mean, seriously, that's cool. Apply as an influencer. Let's say you've got a bunch of a monetization tool. Let's say you got a lot of Instagram followers. Did you know that you can monetize your content? I mean, look at that. This is big biz. This is big business. So what it does is well, let's see here. Let's see how much it costs. Right now I've got 2 accounts on here. Add-ons. So it's going to be $40 a month if you do it for the whole year, or $50 a month. So you would have to have a lot of things in order to sell this. But if you've got a little shop, or you're someone who sells candles, or you're someone who makes crafts or beading or jewelry, look at this. You can actually, it will grab all of the products on your Instagram page and it will make them into like a little store. So how cool is that? All right, people. I can see that I don't have any questions, which is fine. That's cool. That's okay with me. Just going to stop by. Let's see. Let me stop by my Twitch dashboard and see if I have any people watching. No. Nope. So lonely. So I guess that's what I've got for you today. Anyone have any questions? Just gonna refresh to see if there are any comments or questions or whatever. It's been like half an hour. That's enough time for us to learn something, right? So I guess that's gonna be it for today. And I really thank you for watching. I am excited for you to think about all of the cool things that you can do with your own monetized account to just take the stress off. Save up for a vacation. Build your business. Maybe you want to transition out of a job that you hate. Don't be miserable, you know? Let's like lift each other up here. You can do this. You can change your situation. There's enough to go around. And I know that it's hard to see, and just like this rich getting richer and stuff. But you know, there's some of that for you too. There's abundance in the universe for those who seek it. And everything is going to be okay. Whether you're financially struggling and it's hard and stressful, to just wanting to make a change in life, you can actually make changes. I did it myself, and I know you can do it. So, that's that. I guess that's it for today. If you have any questions, about anything, you know where to find me, at Apple Green Tech, and find me on other socials too. Follow me, subscribe to this channel, and you will get more content like this each and every day. All right, well, thank you for stopping by, and this has been another episode of AM Tech Talk with at Apple.